Hello everyone, myself Vani Singh and today I will be teaching you the genetics. So, firstly we should know what is genetics. As I have told you in my previous video about the genetics, you can go on that link. So, today we will be doing the topic transcription. Before going to the topic transcription, firstly I will let you know about some simple terms. When there is the formation of DNA to DNA, the process it is called the replication. When from DNA to mRNA is formed, the process it is called transcription. And when from mRNA to protein is formed, the process is called translation. So as you can see in the blackboard, I have written DNA to DNA, the process is called the replication. DNA to mRNA, the process is called the transcription. And from mRNA to protein, the process is called the translation. So, today my topic is transcription. So, this transcription occurs in 3 stages. As you can see in the blackboard, initiation, elongation and the termination. So, these transcription occur in the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. So, firstly, we will be doing the transcription in the prokaryotes. So, the first point here comes that these transcription in prokaryotes occur in the cytosol. And when we are talking about the eukaryotes, these occur in the nucleus. I hope this one point is clear to you. Next, we will be discussing about the steps which is occurring in stages. Initiation, elongation and the termination. So firstly, I will be telling you about the initiation and later on I will be telling you about the elongation and the termination. So let's see about the initiation. So now we will be discussing about the first step which is initiation. So this is the diagram of the initiation. Here I have drawn the DNA strand. As you have seen, here I have mentioned 0, -10 and -35. So what will be happening here? This one 0 point is the start site, okay? And this sequence is also known as the promoter sequence. And in DNA there is a sequence which is conserved, okay? So the sequence which is conserved is in the -10 and -35. So the sequence which is conserved at -10 is the TATAAT, as you have seen I have written here. So TATAAT is also known as Tata box. And here -35, the sequence which is conserved is the TTGACA. So this -35 and minus sequence, the sequence is written, I have written here. So these two sequence has been conserved, okay? And after this one is the promoter sequence. Now after that, RNA polymerase enzyme will be coming. Okay, RNA polymerase enzyme will be getting attached to the promoter sequence, but this RNA polymerase enzyme cannot recognize the promoter sequence, so it needs the help of this sigma factor. So let's see, when the RNA polymerase and the sigma factor will be getting attached with each other, then it will be getting the structure which is formed is the closed binary complex. My point is clear till here? So the main thing is that the RNA polymerase enzyme which is getting attached to the DNA strand, but it cannot recognize the promoter sequence. It will be only recognizes with the help of the sigma factor. When the sigma factor will be getting attached to the RNA polymerase, then only we can say it has been recognized this sequence. So next after this the sequence here come. So as I have told you, the RNA polymerase enzyme and the sigma factor will be able to recognize the promoter sequence. Now it will be getting stretched. Okay. So firstly, it was RNA polymerase enzyme was covering the nucleotide 20 to 30. So when the sequence has been recognized by the promoters, by the RNA polymerase and the sigma factor, the RNA polymerase will be getting stretched, and when RNA polymerase will be getting stretched, it will be covering the 60 to 80 base pairs. As I have drawn here, this RNA polymerase is getting stretched. Okay. Now as you have seen here, this sigma factor is attached to the RNA polymerase, but still now the initiation process has not been started. So as you have seen in this diagram, so this one is the next diagram. So after recognition, the promoter sequence, this RNA polymerase will get shift back to the original position. As you have seen here, I have drawn the stretched RNA polymerase. Now here you can see the RNA polymerase enzyme has been shifted back to its original position. Till now the initiation process has not been started. Initiation process will be just only started when the sigma factor will be released. Okay, so now this RNA polymerase has been shifted back to its original position, and as here you can see this DNA strand has been opened. The DNA strand has been opened. Okay. So as this DNA strand has been opened, the RNA polymerase enzyme will be getting attached to it, and here I have drawn the sigma factor. The sigma factor will be getting released, then only the initiation process will be started. So now this initiation process has been started now, and the structure which is formed here is the open binary complex. Okay, so next I will be discussing about the elongation. Now we will be discussing about the elongation. In previous I have discussed about the initiation. So now let's discuss about the elongation. As you can see, this one is the diagram of the elongation. Before going to the elongation, I would like to tell you about as we know, the newly DNA strand is synthesized from 5 end to the 3rd end. Okay. So as you can see, I have drawn this diagram. Okay. So what will be happening here? RNA polymerase will be getting attached to the DNA strand. First point is this. After that, now this DNA strand, this downward strand will be working as the template. Okay. This one is the second point. Now this template strand wants to be synthesized. Okay, the newly strand which will be getting synthesized, that will be from the 5 end to the 3rd end. Okay, this one is the first step. Is it clear? Next step is so after the first process of the elongation, as you have seen the diagram of here, so next step will be coming, that the protein bridge will be coming here. So let's have a look in the diagram. As you can see, this one is the diagram of the DNA strand and the protein bridge is getting attached. So what will be happening? As you can see here, these are the nucleotides which are in the up position. So what will be function of the protein bridge will be here? These protein bridge are ensuring that at one time only one nucleotide can pair with this. Okay. So what will be doing here? This one is the DNA strand and this one is the RNA template strand. So this nucleotide will be getting downside. How? These are the nucleotides which are in the up position. Now the function of protein bridge is it will shift down to the downside. Okay. So the function of protein bridge is only that it is ensuring that at one time only one nucleotide can pair with another nucleotide. So by this our elongation has been completed. Next I will be discussing about the termination, and as I have told you that this transcription occur in 3 stages. First initiation, then elongation, and then termination. So let's have a look on the termination. So firstly, what is termination? Termination simply means end point. Okay. Now this termination occur by 2 steps. First intrinsic and the second is row dependent. Okay. Now this intrinsic is the formation of the hairpin loop. Mention one thing. Here will be the formation of hairpin loop. And one more thing here is that this intrinsic is the guanine and cytosine bridge. Clear my point? And this row dependent is the helicase enzyme. The function of helicase is simply to open, or we can say to unwind these strands. So let's have a look. So as you can see in the elongation, this one is the structure of the elongation. On this side, this is the tail part. On this side, it will be G rich. G means guanine rich. So what will be happening? As we know, the guanine and the cytosine, when they pair, they form the triple bond. And the triple bond is the covalent bond, and the covalent bond is the strongest bond interaction. And when there is the pairing between the adenine and the thymine, it is having the weak interaction. So when we are having the formation of hairpin loop, here the interaction is between the guanine and the cytosine, and they are having the more strong interaction. Okay, as you can see here we have drawn the hairpin loop structure. So I hope this transcription in prokaryotes is clear to you. Thank you.